Hi, my name is Lacey, and today I'll be doing 2 activities involving the aspects of language knowledge. There are 5 aspects of language knowledge. The first one is phonological. This is a sound symbol. This also helps a child mimic the adult that is involved in the activity, which can later on help a child learning to read and write. Second is semantic. This is the connection, facts, meanings, concept, and ideas together. It's a relationship building with the words. Third is pragmatic. This is a non-vocal language communication skill. It's also concept of labeling. Fourth is syntactic. This is learning the order or sequence of a sentence structure to make a meaningful phrase for effective communication. Lastly, we have morphomic. This is using the smallest form of a word and expanding on it from its base form. In these activities that I'm about to do, the first one is song with finger play. The material that we need for this is a teacher and a child, but due to circumstances, I am using little Jill. Okay? And we'll also need a quiet place for this activity. Okay? So, the vocabulary in this song, in the hands, toes, knees, the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, is the body parts. So what I will be doing is having little Susie secure, and I'll be making eye contact with her. Okay, and then I want you guys to watch me do this activity, and then later I am going to explain what I did in this activity. Right? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. And eyes, and ears, and mouth, and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Where's your nose? Where's your mouth? Where's your head? Where's your knees? Wiggle your toes. Those are your toes. Alrighty, so in this activity, I used positive voice, a little high pitch to get her attention. I made eye contact with her the entire time. I used her hands so that she could see which body part I was referring to, and then afterwards I even asked her, where's your nose, where's your ears, body parts, so that she can, and I even helped her point to it, but later on I would eventually have it where she would be pointing to it, where I would be asking her, where's your nose, and hoping that the response of her pointing to the body part that I am requiring. Okay? So in this activity, the aspect of knowledge that I used, phonological, semantic, and pragmatic. In the next activity that I will be doing, it is called book sharing. So this one is for my toddler. Again, we have a doll, but don't worry, it's a bigger doll, so I won't get you guys confused. Her name's Susie. Alrighty, so in this one, we will be reading a book, and the vocabulary in this book will be donuts, colors, animals, please, thank you, and welcome. And the sentence structure that I will be doing is probably the level 4, because I'm going to be reading her the book and then engaging her in it by asking questions and having her look more into the picture. Where you could also do a level 3 where we will be describing the actions or the events that's happening in the picture. But since this is such a major little book that I want her to understand, I will be doing a level 4 where I'm going to be reading the text to her. Okay. And when I do this activity, the importance to remember is you want to focus more on the activity than reading the text. So that's why you do want to look more into the pictures, calling picture reading. Children making eye contact with the book. So make sure that they are looking during the actions of it. Letting the child lead the activity of it, and then asking questions or making comments, modeling a sound you will see in the story I'm about to read how my voice is going to change for each character that is involved. Relating to real life, which this story will relate to real life. And then I'm always going to be positive when I'm reading this book. Even if little Susie was to ask me to read it 20 million times, I'm still going to be positive throughout the whole story. And then I also have this to be on her level. I picked a book that was not too over her head or too under her, because I want to make sure that she is engaged into this book the entire time. If I got one that's over her head, she may not understand and just shut down or get bored and go on to another activity. And if I did something that was under her, she would quickly go through the whole book and then move on to another activity. So, in the materials that I will be needing is a doll, little Susie, and a quiet area and a book. But with today's technology, we have an iPad. Ready, little Susie? Today we will be reading Please, Mr. Panda. Let's see. What is all that? Look at all that donuts. There's a yellow one, a pink one, a brown one, a sprinkle one. Let's see what happens. Would you like a donut? Give me the pink one. No, you cannot have a donut. I changed my mind. Was that very nice of him? He just asked if he can have a donut, right? And then he changed his mind? Look how sad he looks. Would you feel sad? Aww. Would you like a donut? I want the blue one and the yellow one. Ooh, do you see the blue one? Where's the yellow one at? Look at, how do you think he feels that he's about to get a donut? No, you cannot have a donut. I changed my mind. Was that very nice? Look how sad he looks. Would you like a donut? No, go away. Now, is that very nice to say to one of our friends? I don't think so. What do you think? Would you like a donut? I want them all. Then bring me some more. No, you cannot have a donut. I changed my mind. Aw, is he crying? Look, it looks like he's very sad. Is he walking or is he in a boat? What do you think? Would anyone else like a donut? Hello, may I have a donut? Please, Mr. Panda. You can have them all. Thank you very much. I love donuts. You're welcome. I don't like donuts. Can you believe he did not like donuts? And he went the whole book asking people for donuts. Now, why do you think he got the donuts? What made him different than any others? Could it be because he used his manners? Is it because he said, please? And then after he got a donut, he got a thank you to Mr. Panda? I think that is why he got the donuts. He used his manners, unlike the other ones, where they just said, I want this and I want that. Hope you like the story. Alright, so in this activity, thank you, Susie, I had a positive voice throughout the whole story. I changed each voice with each character I had. I asked the child, little Susie, questions. I asked her questions that was on the picture, and then I also asked her questions that made her think, like, why did the last character get the donuts? Is it because he used his manners? He used please, thank you, welcome. Or is it just because Mr. Panda liked him more? But in the moral of the story was to use your manners. So I want Susie to walk away with using her manners during the classroom, outside. I want her to know that using her manners go a long way. And the language aspects that I used for this activity was actually all that I went over earlier. I used each aspect in that activity. Thank you for logging in and listening, and I hope you liked this little activities that I showed you, and I hope that you walk away with something from it, and have a great night. Thank you.